What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including, is Ronda Rousey back to wrestling full-time? The Undertaker talks on Bray Wyatt's incredible potential, Roman Reigns missing another PLE, Raw getting a new theme song, MVP offers fans $10,000, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new website, Wrestlelamia.com. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at, is Ronda Rousey back to wrestling full-time? Could AEW fans see Ronda Rousey working in the company? Well, now that Ronda has worked a match for Ring of Honor, fans have begun to talk about whether Tony Khan will persuade Ronda Rousey to work in AEW as well as Ring of Honor. Whilst we commented on whether Rousey will be joining AEW in yesterday's news, Dave Meltzer recently noted on the Wrestling Observer Radio that Ronda Rousey left pro wrestling for family reasons, and it's not expected that she would commit to any kind of full-time schedule. Having said that, if she wants to work more, then AEW would use her anytime. Now, the most recent news on Rousey is that she's working on a handshake deal with Ring of Honor, which means she can leave whenever she wants to. She's been working alongside her friend Marina Shafir and may be wrestling because she wants to team with Shafir and help give her the rub. Now, if Rousey ever did sign with AEW, it could present a problem as there are a few credible opponents for her in AEW. Do fans want to see squash matches with Rousey, or worse, matches with endless stipulations or convoluted storylines that make Rousey's opponents appear to have a chance? Rousey's latest run in the WWE was hampered by a lack of credible opponents. This and some bad booking led to fans blasting the WWE for misusing her. Next up, new details on AEW's Continental Classic. AEW has announced its Continental Classic tournament, but what exactly is this all about? Is it a tournament where the winner wins a new title, a tournament for bragging rights, much like the Owen Hart Cup, or something else? As it looks right now, the tournament is going to be AEW's most complex to date, and it has a huge prize. Let's look at the details. Well, the tournament begins on this week's Dynamite, and so far Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson, Mark Briscoe and Andrade are all entered. The tournament is based on points, as the match winners receive 3 points, draws result in 1 point for each contestant, and a loss means 0 points. As for the prize, Eddie Kingston announced at Saturday's Full Gear pay-per-view that he's putting both his Ring of Honor World Championship and his New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Openweight Championship up for grabs to whoever wins the title. However, that's not the only prize, as the wrestlers will fight for the new Continental Championship. Well, confused? Well, don't be. All 3 belts are going to be fused into one championship, the Triple Crown. Dave Meltzer explained things on the Wrestling Observer Radio, saying, "So the deal with this is that the Ring of Honor Championship essentially is changed to the Triple Crown. The New Japan Strong title essentially goes away as part of the Triple Crown. This is all what All Japan did in the late 80s when they had the International and the United National titles all merged, and essentially it becomes one title. The key to this is that they have a championship that is defended in New Japan, Ring of Honor, and sanctioned by all 3. So that's the uniqueness of it in the sense that it's a 3 promotion. And we think that it's intriguing that Ring of Honor's World Championship is becoming merged into a new title. Does Tony Khan believe that the Ring of Honor World Championship will be elevated when it becomes a belt recognized by 3 different promotions? Is he counting on this merger of titles to build interest for Ring of Honor besides its traditional viewers? If so, this is a good way to do so. What would you guys think? Who would you like to see win the crown? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, The Undertaker talks on Bray Wyatt's incredible potential. The Undertaker was a big fan of Bray Wyatt's work, and he recently discussed what he envisioned for Wyatt's professional career if it wasn't for his untimely passing earlier this year. It's sad in the sense that he died such a young man, on a personal level, but on a professional level, he was just scratching the surface of what I think he was going to be. I think he was going to be really, really special. I mean, he already was, but he had just scratched the surface on what he was going to do in the industry. The Undertaker told Bill Apter during this recent interview, and it's hard not to agree with him. Wyatt had an incredible mind for the industry and oozed with creativity. There's no telling what ideas he would have devised or how long he could have continued in the industry, both as a wrestler and a personality who didn't need to compete. The Phenom also discussed what he whispered to Bray Wyatt on Raw during the 30th anniversary of Raw. That night saw an awesome moment where The Undertaker and Wyatt briefly interacted, with Taker whispering something to Wyatt. Many fans saw this as a passing of the torch between one legend and another. As for what was said, The Undertaker recently spoke with Sportskeeda, revealing, "No, on if he could reveal what he told Bray Wyatt. That was between Bray Wyatt and I. It was a moment that we exchanged, and now, with him passing, it needs to stay between us." What do you think about The Undertaker's decision to keep his comments secret? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up is Roman Reigns missing another PLE. It looks like fans planning on attending the WWE's upcoming pay-per-view in Berlin won't be seeing Roman Reigns. The WWE released both posters for the SmackDown Friday 30th August 2024 and the Bash in Berlin 31st August 2024 posters, and both do not include Roman Reigns on the poster. They include the likes of Kevin Owens, Charlotte Flair, Bobby Lashley, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, LA Knight, Gunther, Bianca Belair, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Rhea Ripley, and Drew McIntyre. Now, of course, August 2024 is a long way off. It's unknown if Roman Reigns will still be undisputed champion by then. If he is, it's a letdown for international fans who won't be able to see a title defense. If he isn't champion by then, it's extremely likely the WWE will have a new undisputed champion there, and hopefully fans will be able to see the champion on the majority, if not every PLE. As Roman's appearances continue to dwindle, fans just wonder how much longer the WWE intends to keep the title on him. Whatever the case, the universe shouldn't take Roman's potential absence from the Berlin event as any sign of the company's title plans for the Tribal Chief. Next up is Raw getting a new theme song. A Fightful Select is reporting that the Red brand could debut a new theme song very soon, ditching the current one called Greatness. Raw has many theme songs during its 30-plus year run, so this isn't a shocker. As for what the new song will be, Fightful reports a song by Def Rebel is believed to be a favourite so far. However, what song the WWE has in mind is unknown. Next up, MVP offering $10,000 to wrestling fans. Now looking for $10,000 for just a few minutes work? Well, that's the offer manager MVP made at a recent WWE live event in Saginaw, Michigan. Ringside News is reporting MVP told the fans in attendance, "See, I know that this area for quite some time has been economically challenged. Most of you could barely afford your ticket tonight, so I'm giving you an opportunity to change your life. I have $10,000 right here, more money than any of you have seen at one time. I'm putting up $10,000 of my money to anyone that can knock the Nigerian giant off his feet." Now it sounds like the WWE has come up with an interesting gimmick to help Elmas get over, but this reminds us of past contests involving big men such as a heel wrestler Big John Studd offering a cash reward for any wrestler who could slam him, or the Stars and Stripes challenge held on Independence Day where Yokozuna dared anyone aboard the USS Intrepid to body slam him. Now this could be a lot of fun as various wrestlers test their power against Omos, or it could be used as a means to introduce a new wrestler. A so-called fan could answer the challenge from the crowd, slam or otherwise knock Omos down, leading to the supposed fan becoming a wrestler. What do you guys think of this new gimmick? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, has The Undertaker ruined your childhood? And last but not least, according to the Phenom, some fans are accusing him of ruining their childhood memories of him thanks to his One Dead Man Show and 6 Feet Under podcast where he talks out of character. He talked about this on the recent episode of his new podcast, saying, "There are people out there that are still mad at me. There are a ton of people that love the fact that I'm talking and doing the One Dead Man Show and 6 Feet Under. But there are still a large group of people that are really upset with me because I don't talk about taking souls, and I've kind of opened up to the point where people have accused me of ruining their childhood." And the odd part of this criticism by some fans is that it ignores The Undertaker's American Badass era where he abandoned his traditional deadman character. For some fans, it may be a major departure to hear The Undertaker talking like a normal person, but if you feel that way, you're not alone, as The Undertaker himself has said that it's taken him some time to make the change from his wrestling persona to his real-life persona. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.